Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us on BCEagles.com. I'm Jon Meterparel with BC Athletic Director Blake James. Blake, good to see you.
Good to be with you.
Great to always see you in a busy time of year around the Chestnut Hill campus, and we're in the football facility, the fish facility right now, just 2 weeks away from the opener. How are you feeling about the season?
Excited. Having a chance to be out here a number of times. I don't think I've been out as much as you, but just getting to see the guys go at it. Obviously, the exciting news this week with Dylan as our starting quarterback, but just across the board, I see a team that is a better team and one that I'm excited to watch take on what I'll say is a really challenging schedule. I think when we spoke a few months ago, I don't know that you described it as a.
I think I described
awesome.
it as a nice schedule.
Yeah, nice schedule.
Yes,
yeah,
nice
I'm going to go with the challenging schedule. So, excited, and just as you touched on, we got things going here. It's a busy time of year.
What are your expectations for this team?
That we get better. Again, I think Bill took a great step with the team last year, and I don't like to get into wins and losses. Sure. I want to see a better team, and I think we'll be a better team. As we touched on at the start, I think the schedule as we sit here today is probably on paper a more challenging schedule. Now you don't know what teams are going to be like until you play games. I think we saw that play out last year, but I want to see a team that gets better as we go, and a team that's better than last year's team, and that's what I think I've seen so far. But the test comes in, I guess, a little over 2 weeks when we get our first game.
Certainly does. And New Balance is the new uniform provider. We were at the launch party a couple months ago. What does that mean for BC?
Oh, it's a huge win for us. To have a partner like New Balance, which is a brand that's just taking off globally, to really invest in our football program and make us a priority is just a huge win for us. And not only our football program, as you know, it's all 31 of our sports, but the football was a big piece of it. And on June 18th, I think it was, when we were together there at the New Balance headquarters, to be able to make that officially now football is incorporated in every one of our programs. It's just a great win for us. Like I said, a brand that's just taking off globally, and they're right here in our backyard. And so for our student athletes to have the one-on-one contact that they do, for leadership, I actually have leadership from New Balance meeting with me here later today, from this conversation, and just talking about where things are at, how do we continue to get better, how do they do things better, and so it's just a real win for us to have a partner like New Balance, and I'm excited about continuing to grow that partnership.
In all fall sports, we'll be wearing the New Balance jerseys. We sit here on a Thursday where women's soccer starts tonight. Men's soccer, both developing programs, both getting better. Do you think that's the expectation?
Yeah, definitely. And, again, when you look at women's soccer, our women's soccer program's in the toughest conference in the country. Year in and year out, ACC women's soccer is elite. And we took a great step forward last year under Chris's direction. And, to our conversation earlier, I'm looking forward to taking that same step. I think we'll be a better team. We're going to continue to grow. I think women's soccer is a program that we can be very competitive in the ACC. And if you're competitive in the ACC, you're competitive on the national stage. On the men's front, they're 1 week from today. One where again we want to continue to grow the program. Bob has done a good job with that program. We want to continue to do everything we can to put them in the best position. Again, tough soccer league, but excited for both programs and excited to see the progress we're making with both of them.
Field hockey in a very competitive division as well, but Kelly Doughton does a great job, and that's a great coach for you to have on your staff.
I'm going to go back to something you just said there. Very competitive. We keep talking about how competitive, and again, it's the great thing about being part of the ACC.
Sure.
Just top to bottom, you're in competitive. Every one of our sports is in competitive conference, and like you said, field hockey, again, the elite of the elite come from the ACC.
Yes,
it was great to have Kelly and the team in the NCAA tournament. I was out, I think their first practice was last Wednesday. I think I went and spoke to the team, and I know she's excited about that team. I'm excited to watch them, look forward to, building on where we were last year and continuing to improve as a program. So looking forward to getting out and watching some field hockey.
Since you came to BC and to the point now, I'm sure when you came here you felt like your head was spinning. Maybe it still is with all the developments around college sports, but what have you learned about this experience?
Wow. I think the first thing you touched on is just how college athletics has changed. I mean, even if you look at from when I started on July 1st, 2022 to today, the amount of change that has taken place is just, immeasurable. I mean, again, it's something I would have never imagined. If you and I would have been sitting here on August, the 14th?
Yep.
of 2022, so 3 years ago today, and you said, Blake, come up with some crazy things, I don't know that I would have gotten to half of the things that we have on the board now. And so again, that's been one where just really making sure we're keeping BC in a position to be successful with everything that's evolving. And then at the same time, recognizing the role I play on campus and with this job. And so again, very blessed to be here, excited about where we are, but more excited about, I think, where we're going. In these challenging times, there's so many wins that we have here as an institution, with our campus, the experience we have for our students, so many things that go into being a student athlete here in Boston at Boston College are just, really great wins for us. And we'll continue to evolve with college athletics, and we're going to make the investments needed to continue to grow as a program and have success as a program.
It's such a vibrant place to be. Father Jack Butler will be the new president. What does that mean for BC?
It's something that, Father Jack is going to take the baton from Father Leahy, and I think anytime you have someone grab the baton, they're going to make every effort they can to continue to elevate the program. Father Leahy's had an incredible run. I mean, what he's done during his time here is unbelievable, and obviously in my 3 years, the support I've seen and just in the things that we've done has really been very impactful. I think Father Jack is someone who's going to, take that baton and continue to do things that have a positive impact on who we are as a program and allow us continue to grow and do great things here on the Heights.
Blake James, always a pleasure. We look forward to having you on again very soon.
Great to be with you. Look forward to seeing everyone here in 2 weeks for the opener against Fordham.
And I buried the lead. Season tickets sold out for the first time, I believe, in 17 years. So that's a testament to the work you're doing with your marketing staff, your sales staff. And there are still tickets available, correct?
Yeah, there's ways to get tickets. We are sold out of season tickets, and again, I'll say this: yes, our sales team has done an incredible job. What Bill O'Brien's doing on the field, and the guys going out there and doing and creating the energy and excitement. You and I touched on an exciting schedule. Yeah. I'll say challenging. I think there's a lot of things that go into it, but it's one where I want to make sure we have the structure and people in place that when we have success, we can capitalize on that success. And I think that's what we're doing. What we're seeing happen right now is when you look at what's happened with men's ice hockey, what's happening with football, we're getting excitement around those programs, and we have a structure in place to capitalize on it. And that's why you create situations like we have in both ice hockey and football where we're selling out of season tickets. So exciting times, but a lot of work to do, and I'm committed to doing everything I can to keep elevating the Heights to new heights.
You're doing a terrific job. Blake, thank you.
Great to be with you. Go Eagles.